Good evening. This is Tammy Golden with Real Hair Talk, creator of the Silk Out Hair Care System. I'm running a few minutes late. Had to try to get my phone. I forgot to charge it, so I had to manipulate a way to charge and host. I wanted to host from over there, but I need to stay close to the charger. So it's Tuesday night, September 22nd, first day of fall. How are you guys doing? Getting some great feedback from you guys. A lot of inbox messages in regards to some of the topics that I'm sharing. And I know it's probably not the normal things you may be hearing, but I'm glad that you guys feel like it's making sense for you. Okay. And I just want to just make sense. I'm not here to debate, to argue, to challenge anyone. When I say I'm giving real hair talk, it's just based on experience, the science and the practice of cosmetology. As a licensed professional for 30 years, I think I know something. I think I know what works and doesn't work because I'm just speaking from the experiences of servicing my clients, not just maintaining my own hair, but servicing my clients and getting consistent results, doing consistent things and following the guidelines, understanding science and how it works and pertains to hair care and hair growth, and how products and ingredients work with that. So while we wait for a few people to get on, I'm gonna try to be not quick. I'm not on here to rush, but I know some people. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it because I'm getting that was such a long post, and it wasn't meant to be quick. I didn't say I'm finna give you five quick tips. It's just talk. It could be 20 minutes, it could be 30 minutes, it could be an hour. It depends on the feedback that I get, or once I'm finished talking about what I'm talking about. It's my life, so I can talk about what I want to talk about and for how long I want to talk about it, right? So, but if you're finding value, share, give me a heart, a like, something, say, hey, thank you. Like I said, you guys are giving me great feedback in the inbox, which is fine. Letting me know, like, you're watching a replay and, yes, I felt the same way. I'm glad you're sharing, what I know to be truth and believe to be truth. And I'm not here, like I said, to upset anyone, but there's a lot of misinformation across the super information highway about hair growth, hair care. And it's just, and me and my peers have had this conversation behind closed doors. And to me, it seemed like it never needed to be addressed. It didn't affect my business. So I just used to let it, whatever. You see what they're talking about now? What's this new method? Oh, okay. What they doing now, child? They got the rice, they got this, they got that. It's always something, right? And I know people really infatuated. Women of color are super, super infatuated with some type of potion, lotion for their hair. Women in general, I won't just say women of color, but of course we are always the ones that are crying out, my hair won't grow, it's just always something, right? And we're just always, I think, an easy target for a lot of product lines and a lot of people that be like, oh, okay, they're missing. This is what they feel like they don't have. Oh, let me bring this to market. Or this is what I've seen products come to market based on terminology that is used like in the subculture of natural hair. In the subculture of natural hair, a certain terminology gets used a lot. And I've seen people bring products to market and they've targeted them with those terms in their and product names, functions, and labeling. I've seen it, and I'm like, that's what they're doing now. Okay, and it's great marketing, but is the functionality there, and are people getting the results that they seek? Okay, so who do we have out there? Somebody say hello. It's 7 people out there. I need somebody to say hello, where you're from. I don't recognize the icons in the top right-hand corner. So somebody say hello. So what I'm going to talk about today, first of all, for those who may be new, let me reintroduce myself. My name is Tammy Golden. I'm a licensed cosmetologist of 30 plus years, licensed in 2 states. Creator of the Silk Out Hair Care System. Our product is about 4 years old. And basically, I took my 30 years of salon experience, my educational experience, working for different companies, consulting for different companies, Based on my experience, I've been sought after for advice on different things. And I basically wrapped all of that up and bottled it and packaged it to, my audience, people who need my help. The Silk Out system may not be for everyone, but I know it is for someone. And so the Silk Out system was created to get functionality back into products, to get back to basics and the core thing when it comes to hair. And to me, that's hair care. And that may be, oh, that's simple, that's not trending. I know hair care may not be trending, but all of your issues, a lot of issues that people are having, low porosity, high porosity, all this stuff you guys talk about, is the bottom line is the condition of the hair. And so when you keep the condition of the hair at its optimum potential, you can correct and prevent a lot of the challenges that you have. Hi, Holly. Thanks for chiming in from Miami. Are you a stylist or a consumer? And not that you're a consumer of our products, but I'm just seeing if you're a stylist or not. And I just wanted to so I created these hair talks because I get a lot of inboxes of people asking information. And I've addressed this the last hair talks. How can my hair grow quick? My hair doesn't grow. I'm experiencing hair loss. And I already told you guys, we're not a hair loss company. We're a hair care company. So I can help you take care of the hair that's on your head. Hair loss is a side effect of something else. Hair loss is a sign that your body, there's something wrong. Okay, it's not just, and when I say hair loss, I mean hair loss from the scalp. Don't tell me your hair has been the same length for 5 years. That's not hair loss. That's a sign of hair damage. And that needs to be corrected because hair doesn't sit here and not grow. The last time I cut my hair was first part of July. My hair is growing like weeds. I could take a before and after picture and I could put a magic potion next to it and say, July, now September, and sell a bunch of products, but that's not what I do. Because my hair grows because it's the cycle of life. It's the science of how our body works. It's my hair grows, my nails grow, my skin sheds every day. My body is functioning properly. The hair doesn't sit dormant and not grow for like 3-6 months. There's usually a reason why you're not seeing retention. Because there's something else going on. And it's not that the hair is not growing. It probably needs repair, a trim. It's being broken off at the as quick as you can grow it. As quick as you can grow your nails and bite them, there's people that can tear their hair out as quick as it can grow. So it appears that it's not growing, but it's there. So I'm transitioning. I don't know what I'm going into next. I grew out of a relaxer earlier this year, kept it short for a couple months. Now I've just been treating it with conditioners and styling products. I had to test the Define product was our latest product that launched. So I had to have some hair to test that product. And so now that product is to market and I'm not sure what I want to do. I want to do something different. We'll see. But anywho, so thanks for joining me tonight. Tonight I'm going to talk about oils and what part do they play in hair growth and hair care. Everybody has, not everybody, but you'll see a lot of, I see a lot of hair growth products, especially when it comes to oil. I don't know. There's like tons of videos and ads that come across my timeline and everybody's deep parting their hair and sliding the oil through. And it looks very inviting. And that's what ads are supposed to do. It looks very inviting and these oils are growing in hair. And I know as women of color, oils have been a staple in our households, and grease and things like that have been staples in our household when it comes to beauty products. But I learned very, very long time ago that it can be very impeding because they can clog up the follicles, especially if you're using like petroleum-based products. It can clog up the follicles and actually impede and cause hair loss. Your follicle needs good circulation, good air, sunlight, vitamin, it needs to be exposed. It doesn't need to be clogged up. And then, of course, everybody's now promoting a miracle oil or something of that nature. And Oil does have its place. Oil is nourishing. Oil is non-soluble. It doesn't mix with water. So it can't be absorbed into anything. It can't be absorbed into anything. You can put it into your skin, but when people say, oh, it's a hair growth oil, I want to hear what the functionality, what is the ingredient that's making the hair grow? What is the stimulant that's causing, like this oil we have, soothing oil. It has peppermint oil in it. I don't label it as a growth product. I do note that it can stimulate the follicle, but if you are having a hair loss issue, it's deeper than just stimulating the follicle. There are some people that have follicles that need stimulating, that need a little extra push. But like I said, if you're having hair loss, it's a much, much bigger, much deeper issue. And if you have a question, drop it in the comment section and I'll try to answer it before I get off, or inbox me if you're watching the replay. But I think oils are over marketed as the end all be all. My hair was damaged. Well, girl, did you put some oil on it? Did you use this oil, that oil? I'm not going to get into the names of oils. There are very, very few oils that are transdermal that can actually penetrate under the skin. Many of them are so thick and they're not designed to treat anything, not necessarily, especially on the scalp. But there are some oils, like emu oil is a very, very good transdermal oil that does allow repair to the skin and is used in the cosmetic industry. Very, very refined oil. But this whole thing that the answer to your hair problems, oh, it's dry, use oil. It's breaking, use oil. It's this, and I haven't seen, for the amount of hair growth oils that are in the world, I haven't seen enough hair to match up to the amount of hair growth products that are on the market. So why are women still losing their hair with so many hair growth products on the market? I'm looking for all this hair that should be floating around. I mean, to the point where it's like, well, if this could grow hair, I could put oil right here. I could put oil anywhere. And it magically grows hair, which is not the case. And so how do I feel about oils? Oils are non-soluble. They do have nourishing properties. They have vitamins. Some of them have healing properties. But if you don't know what your issue is, how do you know what product is going to heal your issue? See, many people don't even know what their hair issue is, and they'll pick up anything that says grow. I was just visiting a family member recently, an in-law, and they said he has this grow oil. I'm not going to mention the company, but I ain't seen no hair grow. And I was like, she has a point. Like, he uses it all the time, but ain't no hair grown in the places that he uses it at, right? But everybody wants to feel like, okay, this is going to help me. This is going to fix my problem. A lot of the times when people start a new regimen, they also start to actually take care of their hair. So that's why they see results, because they actually stop doing excuse me, my camera looks dirty. That looks better. They actually stopped doing the things that could have been impeding their growth or causing them damage and started to get on a nurturing regimen. And that hair, the body is the miracle. Like if I was pulling this every week, if I was getting braids and I'm pulling this every week, glue and all this stuff you guys do to your hair, that's great. And I started to thin right here. And then I said, okay, I'm going to stop doing whatever this activity is that does this. And I'm going to give my hair a break, and I'm going to use these oils. Why did my hair grow back? It wasn't the oils. It was because I stopped. I stopped doing the thing that caused the hair breakage. Okay. Oils are soothing. They feel good. It's our VitaSilk. It feels good. I use VitaSilk. It's used in our, it has vitamin A, D, and E. And it's used in our, smells good. It has citrus extracts, omega fatty acids. It's used in our taming system. I use this VitaSilk in my silk press. Before I do my blowout, I mix it with my serum. And my guy uses it on his beard. He loves the way it feels on his beard before he smooths his beard out. So oils are they feel good. And I posted some memes, and even someone asked me, "It's like, what was that supposed to mean? You're posting a picture of a car engine because, why do you put oil in a car? What's the purpose for oil in a car? It's to lubricate and keep the parts moving smoothly. That's what you put oil in a car for. It doesn't make the engine, function. It keeps all the parts moving smoothly. Curly hair, coily hair, oil helps give viscosity and pliability as well. So it makes styling, if you're doing curly styles or, any type of natural styling, it helps to give you that slip, that pliability that you need, the viscosity so that you get the slip. You're not styling dry hair. Now that's different when you're doing a blowout and you're smoothing the hair, but it gives you the slip and everything you need. It feels good when you put oil on anything. It feels good. It's very, very appealing to the senses of touch. Smells good. It also makes things look better. So if your hair is dry, and I said, "Oh, my hair is dry," put some grease in it. Grease is not going to fix why the hair is dry, because dry hair and hair that's lacking moisture, oil is not the cure for that. And moisture is not a product. Moisture is not a product. You're like, what? Moisture is not a product. Moisture is the ability of the hair to retain hydrogen in the hair so that the hair is soft and pliable. And sometimes when the hair is lacking moisture, then we go for oil. Because when we put water on the hair, of course, it feels good. Then when it dries, the reality sets in. This hair is not balanced. That's why it is dry. And then we put oil on it. And oil does what? It makes it look better. It makes it pliable until you do what? Wash the oil off. Like, your hair should be moisturized without the product on there. It should be able to retain moisture without you having lots of product on your hair. Products are just styling agents and things that help things manipulate and maneuver better. Hey, Keisha. So think of the parts of an engine. The oil is in there. They keep everything greased up under the hood of a car so that everything moves and turns better. Everything moves better. Because especially with curly hair, because of the curl or the kink, it needs the pliability to be turned, if you're, whatever you're doing, styling, you're washing, you're twisting, you're doing things with it to comb it. It gives it more viscosity. And it's able to be manipulated. But it's not, I'm just missing the growth part. In all the 30 years that I've serviced clients, oil was not bring in the oils. Yep, we got another one. Bring in the oils. That's never how I fixed hair. Because I know the science of it. That's not what it's designed to do. Have I added certain oils into my conditioners for nourishing properties? Yes. Have I used like our soothing oil, which has peppermint in it, which helps to alleviate dry and itchiness, but it doesn't cure the problem. It helps to alleviate the dry and itchiness. It helps to soothe irritated and inflamed scalps, but it doesn't stop my scalp from being inflamed. I know why my scalp is inflamed when I have to use it. It's because I'm sensitive to the hot hair dyes. When I was bleaching my hair a lot, my skin would be raw. The soothing oil will help to calm that. When I have outbreaks of eczema, I'll use the soothing oil to calm the itch so that I don't scratch all my skin off. But the eczema, the oil is not curing the eczema. I know the eczema is coming. It's a sign of something's wrong inside my body. Everything that's going on your skin is a sign of what's going on inside of your body. And I'm not a doctor, but I've been in this industry long enough that I know I immediately refer customers out. When I see certain signs that are medically, I'm not trying to treat nothing that needs to be treated at a hospital. Right. The different molecular weights, Keisha, the heat capacity. Right. And like I mentioned earlier, maybe before you got on, like there's certain oils that are transdermal, that are carrier oils that can carry certain properties into the skin, and they're used in medicine. But all of these thick casters, and they have no, they don't, that don't penetrate. They just sit and pile up. And we feel like, okay, I've I had a client with severe thinning and hair loss, and she's like, but I've been putting the oil on every night. And I was like, that's probably your biggest problem, is you need to get those follicles deep cleaned out and let them breathe. And let them breathe. And then get to the bottom of your hair loss issue medically and get some treatments and reverse the condition if possible. But we can't use oil to mask everything. Okay, we talk about hair growth. I've seen this whole, I'm using oil to lock this whole subculture of natural community that's, they're locking in water, or they're locking certain things into the hair. All those things are cosmetic. They have no long-term properties. If you're using thick, heavy laden oils and you're coating your hair with those things, you're not locking in anything. First of all, oil and water don't mix. It just does not mix. And if you're coating your hair, you're putting so much weight on it that you're not allowing what needs to come in, and you're not allowing what needs to get out of your strand out. And so you're not properly cleansing it. And so you're basically making your strands of hair deficient. Yes, it's making it better to style. So everybody wants to see how can they lock the oil onto their hair? How can they lock water into their hair? You can't. You start over every time you start your hair, every time you style your hair. If your hair is deficient in something, it's either deficient in moisture or protein. Those two. And hair is made of protein. And when it has the right balance of moisture, it's more pliable. Hair is not made of oil. That's why most conditioner treatments have some form of protein in it. There's different levels to the proteins. There's different molecular weights to the protein. There's different refined ingredients. There's like larger molecules that are topical. Then there's smaller molecules that penetrate deeper. And then there's, the very refined products, your higher quality proteins, like your Tammy treatment, our Tammy treatment, that has the ability to penetrate deep into the cortex and bond and rebuild the hair. Because it's what hair is made of. Don't tell me you're protein sensitive. You may be not using enough moisture on your hair to balance out the protein treatments that you're doing, but there's no such thing as being sensitive to protein. You may just have too much. But everybody wants to be allergic to everything. Stop acting like you're allergic to everything. That's not the case. Your hair is composed of protein. Your body is composed of amino acids and proteins. So to say you have a sensitivity to them is like a fish being allergic to water. Then where you going to live at? Where's your body is going to live at? If the fish was allergic to water, he's in trouble. So there's a lot of information that's being just regurgitated and spread. It's been spread at a fast rate. The damage has been done, but I can only share facts with the people that I come into contact with, and kind of help you. I'm not trying to persuade anybody. Like, do your research. And then based on your own experiences, people will say, yeah, I did try that and it didn't work. But they felt like it was working. They wanted it to work. The people that they were following and getting this information from made them assured that certain things would work. And you guys have to be cautious of influencers that have desirable hair types, textures. And they're talented at doing things with their hair. And so it now gives them a platform because everybody wants to see, well, what does she do with her hair today? What does she do? Oh, I want my hair like hers. And you can easily be misled by watching people or watching things that they can be mesmerizing. I'm not bashing it. That's where we're at now. If you have influence and you have something people want and you can get in front of a camera, you can sell something. Okay. So that's why companies use influencers to push their products. But sometimes they miss a step. They may not show you everything, and like sometimes they have a lot of times what consumers want when they watch those videos is they want that hair. They want that hair. They're not concerned. Every product is not going to do the same thing for you. If it's going to, your curl is going to perform the way it was designed to perform. When you start over manipulating, over styling, and doing things trying to get the look of another curl pattern, that's when you start putting too much tension on your hair. You start stretching it too much, and you start stretching it, especially if it's damp, and you keep stretching it, you're going to weaken the strand and it needs to be rebuilt. And you'll end up with breakage. Like being natural or embracing your natural texture is just that. You got to rock with it on the good days and the bad days. And there are no bad days. It's not a pass to not comb your hair, but you just got to being natural is also about being confident. Especially if you're not used to it. And so I know there's a lot of people that want to do it and they're like, I don't know what I look like. And I've worn my hair in many, many different styles. So I'm very, very comfortable in whatever. They also refer to different tools. Right. They'll use different tools and they won't show all the steps because their goal is to do what? Sell those products. Their goal is to influence you to buy this. So we'll never, if you see me do a demo or you see anyone that does a demo on my behalf, it has to be the truth. It cannot be false information because I have some influencers I'm getting ready to work with just because I want to demonstrate different curl types. I only have one type of hair. And like I said, I may be straightening my hair soon. Who knows? I'm in transition. I may go for a relaxer, a pixie. I don't know. But I need different examples of what different, how different textures work with the product. So, but it has to be the truth. I don't want any false advertisement. So that's my take on oils, you guys. I'm not anti-oil. Oils have their place. They're very nourishing. They have vitamins. They have healing properties in them, but don't expect, well, I put this oil on my hair and my hair is growing. If that was the case, with the amount of oil that's being sold on the market, everybody should have hair down to their behinds. Everybody should have hair down to their behinds. So where is all this hair? I'm not seeing enough hair that goes with the amount of hair growth products that are on the market. I'm just not seeing it. And what are we using it for? Like I said, it's like you have a car accident and let's say you crash your fender, and instead of getting your fender fixed, you just decide to get your car waxed because if you shine it up, it'll look better. Thank you, Roseanne. If you polish your car, if you wax your car up and somebody scratched your car, took their key and scratched up your car, and now you got this big dent on the side of this big scratch on the side of your car, and you don't go get it fixed, and you just polish the car. It's like, well, I'm just going to get a deep wax. The scratch is still there. You need to get the fix, whether you need to get it buffed out and a new paint job, like you need to get the problem fixed so that it's corrected, not just say, well, let's just oil it up and it looks better. Because that's just appealing to the visual senses. Oh, it's shiny, so that means it's healthy. Shiny doesn't always mean that it's healthy. It just means that it's greasy. And if you're not shampooing your hair regularly, you get that grease, you get the buildup of the product. You get the buildup of the product. Guess what oil does? It attracts dirt. You ever put on a bunch of lotion and then go out and play in this outside and you end up full of sand? So, yep, you are all shiny and greasy, but now you're also full of dirt. And you have to shampoo that stuff out of your hair. Or you have to shampoo this stuff off of your body. Same thing with your car. Waxing can be a protective mechanism. Where I live at, the sprinklers have a lot of chemicals in them, and I have a brand new car, so the paint is that chemical is eating through my paint. So I keep my car waxed just to protect my paint job. But the wax is not going to fix my car if I have a dent. And I'll talk about protective styles on a whole nother live. But you guys, don't be fooled by the oils. Yes, they have their place. I'm not anti-oil. We have a soothing oil. We have a Vitasilk that nourishes the hair strand. It gives the hair strand a little more oomph and plumpness and viability. It doesn't weigh the hair down and make it greasy, but it does have some added benefits to the hair. The scalp is your skin. I don't need to oil this part of my body every day. I don't need to oil my scalp. Your scalp produces a natural oil called sebum. And sometimes it's overproductive and you need to get control of that. Sometimes it's underproductive. That's all of what? A sign that there's an imbalance in the body. It may be lacking nutrients. It may be a sign of something else. I can't tell you what that is because I'm not a doctor. But it is all a sign. Why is your scalp not producing enough oil? Why is your scalp overproducing oil? Yes, thank you, Keisha. Vitasilk is the truth. It is a nice oil serum that is really, really amazing on the hair. Thank you. So if our scalps and our skin is in great balance and our body is in balance, then it's producing the right amount of sebum. That's why you have to shampoo your hair, I think, at least twice a week, no less than once a week, because your body naturally secretes it and it will naturally get greasy. That's why your silk press gets greasy after a week, because you have natural oils that secrete from your scalp and eventually comes down the strand of your hair. You see it less on thicker hair because the hair is much thicker, but on finer strands of hair, because it slips easily, it gets oily faster. That's why people with straighter hair may shampoo, blow dry every 2 or 3 days, because they want to keep that body, that fresh, clean look. Okay, so know what place oil goes in. Know what to expect from your oils. Like, they're very soothing. They can, like I said, they can help treat itch, dryness. But if there's like red patches and you're putting oil on red patches, that's internal. I have a spot, you probably can't see it. I haven't had eczema in my armpit in a long time, since I was a little girl. But I had 2 little spots pop up recently. I don't need oil. So I stopped using hydrocortisones and all that stuff once it was a nurse that educated me on what was going on with the eczema and the dermatitis and all of that. That was my body reacting. That is my body trying to get rid of toxins. That lets me know I ate something. It's probably not something I touched. For me, it's probably something I ate that has caused these little patches of eczema to come to the surface of my skin. So now I know I need to drink about 32 ounces of water real quick, before I go to bed, and help to flush those toxins out of my body so that I don't have these dry and itchy patches. The only thing the oil is going to do for me is help soothe the itch and stop it from itching, but it's not going to go away because it didn't come from the outside. The eczema, the dermatitis, the psoriasis, the seborrhea, all of that comes from inside of your body. Hair loss, that's inside of your body. I hate to bust your bubble. It's from inside of your body, unless it's traction. Over manipulation is something that you're doing. You can't wear wig glue, bonnets with elastic on the hairline all the time. That elastic will wear your hairline out. If you have a bonnet that has elastic on it, turn it inside out so the elastic does not lay on your hairline. And when you're asleep and you're tossing and turning, it's rubbing back and forth and it's rubbing your hair out. All right. So that's my take on oils. I hope you learned something, or just, do your own homework. I'm not making this up. I just know this to be true. Hair is made of protein. Moisture balances that protein. Hair is not made of oil. Oil doesn't replace hair. Oil is a lubricant. It makes things more manageable, more slip, It does have nourishing properties. But it's not, if you want to nourish your scalp to get that. And I think that's that's my final statement. That's the thing that people are doing. I'm going to nourish the scalp so that the hair grows out better. If you want to nourish your scalp, yes, ma'am. If you want to nourish your scalp, eat all of those things. One of our stylists, Whitney Campbell, always say, eat your vegetables, eat your nutrients. Don't try to put the nutrients on your head and think, oh, okay, I need, vitamin C, I'm going to squeeze oranges on. Oh, I need protein, I'm going to smash an egg on the side of my head. Now I need some more protein, I'm going to put a steak on the side of my head today. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Eat those things. Eat the vegetables. Eat the nutrients that your body needs, because healthy hair is an inside job. It starts in here and then it comes out. I find the people that are most concerned about hair products and ingredients, and I want to know what this has, and they'll come into the salon with a bag of Taco Bell, but they very want to know what's going on top of their hair. And you got a bag of Taco Bell, a 32-ounce Slurpee. You couldn't possibly be concerned about what's going on top of your hair, because you're putting that crap inside of your body, and that's where your hair is coming from, inside of your body. So if you're really worried about getting the best nutrients for your hair, eat the stuff that you want to mix up and put on your hair. Eat that stuff. You can't be, I'm organic on top of my head, but I'm toxic as hell inside. You can't come in the salon smelling like a distillery. I've had people come in the salon 7 o'clock Saturday morning. They done been to happy hour and they're like, oh, my scalp is so dry. You think them 4 cocktails didn't deplete your body of a lot of H2O? and you want me to scratch all the skin off of your scalp because you are drying your body out from the inside? Doesn't work like that. All the things that you want to put on your hair, all these recipes, eat that stuff. It will do your body better inside your body than just, I'm going to put this on my hair, because the raw ingredients, your products should be processed. They should be processed and refined so that it can be added into ingredients that can penetrate into the hair. But if you want them raw, they'll do your body much better inside, because that's where your hair comes from. It comes from inside of there. All right. So I hope this kind of sheds some light. Like I said, I'm not here to debate, just share some real hair facts, just things that I know. And like Keisha said, Keisha's a stylist out of Houston, Texas. If you're looking for a stylist, it's the science and the chemistry, and there's not a product that's been able to come on the market and bypass that. It is just, and that's why even the best of the best products and the most natural of natural products, if you still don't understand the science of hair, you will make the wrong choices in the beauty supply. You will choose the wrong conditioner. You will choose the wrong shampoo because you don't understand the science and the chemistry of hair. All right. So you guys have a great day. I hope this real talk helped you. Of course, if you're watching the replay, feel free to inbox me. I've been enjoying the dialogue and the conversation I've been having with you guys. And I'm glad to know that it's been helping some of you guys make some educated decisions or even seek some more information. I'm not the end all be all, and these 20 or 30 minutes is not going to answer all of your questions, but I just want to create some conversation and some thought-provoking conversation, because I want you guys to think and make sure things make sense and not just be mesmerized by a lot of, like I said, there's just a lot of misinformation and it's been going on way too long. And so a lot of stylists I don't want to get in front of the camera. I'm not afraid of the camera. I'm not afraid to talk. And I just want the truth to be told so that less people are making poor decisions when it comes to their hair, and they can make some more sounder decisions. Okay. All right. See you guys next Tuesday. If you have a topic you want to talk about, inbox me and ask me, hey, Tammy, what's your take on this? What do you think about this? And I would love to talk about it. So until then, you guys take care, and I'll chat with you later. Bye-bye.